job. Thanks for sharing your stories, man. It hits deep. It really brought back a lot of pain, hurt, but also it brought back, where I'm at today and where the struggle started. And as Roland says, the struggle continues. And yes, victory is certain. And I stand here in front of you. I was born and raised right in this neighborhood. Sold drugs right down the street, Hancock and Camry, for many, many years. But that was a choice I made because growing up, I had a great childhood. I had a mother and father that gave me everything I needed, and I was adopted at 5 months. I guess, my mom and dad, my biological parents, chose not to have me around. And I was adopted by my godparents, which was the biggest blessing I could ever have. Growing up, they gave me everything. I was spoiled, went to Catholic school. From kindergarten to 12th grade, I went to St. Peter's Apostle, 5th and Girard. Went to high school at Roman Catholic. Great education. But growing up, like I said, I was spoiled. So I was bullied a lot, teased a lot. And that made me go and gravitate towards the guys in the neighborhood. They were selling drugs, nice cars, dressed nice. So I said, wow, they get all the respect from the neighborhood. Didn't know that what it was is that the neighborhood feared them. So I wanted that. So I gravitated towards that and I started selling drugs. And that was the start of my addiction, because I was addicted to that lifestyle. That lifestyle was good for me. That's just what I wanted. And that's where my addictive behavior started. But it also started a period of in and out of incarceration for the next 25 to 30 years. I would go into jail, come out, do the same thing, never change anything, never change my behaviors. And then during one of my incarcerations, as I told you, my father, he was the world to me. He was my hero, he was my coach, he supplied everything I needed. Nothing, my dad could do nothing wrong. My mom would talk about my dad, and I didn't want to hear it. And my dad would spend weekends away and came home, dropped a check on Friday, and showed up on Sunday. And my mom would fight with him, and I'd protect my dad. So during one of my incarcerations, my father passed away. And it was maybe one of the biggest blows of my life, because I wasn't able to come out of jail and say goodbye. I was stuck in jail. He was at the funeral, he was buried. That was 21 years ago, and today I still have not been to his gravesite. I could talk about him today. I used to just break down. And I went into a state of depression, resentment, guilt, anger. I was mad at my dad. But I also was depressed. And that took me into a tailspin in prison, and I started using opiates in prison. Started using heroin right in prison. It was easy to find, easy to do, and I continued to do that. I came home and continued. Came on the street, And since I was always in the streets, I could always get the drug. It continued, and spiraled in and out of jail, in and out of jail. I never tried to get clean. I just didn't want to. Because I didn't want to deal with the pain that I had with my father's death. It gave me so much. He gave me so much, and I just missed him so much. I just didn't want to deal with it. And I was taking my family through pain. And listen, and I had kids, and I wasn't in their life. That wasn't what my dad taught me. But the addiction took me there. I just didn't care about anything. Didn't even care about myself. So it wasn't until I got locked up again at a higher level, and I said I needed to change my life. Something just told me, listen, you're getting older, man. You can't run out here with these young guys. You just can't no more. So in jail, I went to see somebody to deal with mental health. Somebody said I had a mental health disease. I said, that's crazy. Because in my culture, we didn't speak about that. Mental health, that's crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I just like to get high. But when I look back, I went back to myself and said, wait a minute. Something's got to be going on. So I went and I started seeing somebody. And I never forget my first session with the person. I start crying over. I said, I can't be like this. I was in disarray. She said, that's okay. She said, you got a lot of anger. I said, huh? Yeah, you got a lot of anger. And I said, okay. So we started working on some things. And I started to notice that my addiction had a core. And that was depression, anger. And then until I started dealing with that, and it was so hard to deal with because I cried every second. But then I would clean up and go back to my cell and, act like, because I didn't want nobody in jail seeing me cry. So I started dealing with things, and I started reading books. And she used to give me these squirrels, and I said to myself, man, I started feeling better about myself. And I said, man. So I continued the treatment and everything. And I just didn't want to use no more. I just wanted to work more. I started feeling better about myself. And it was time to come home, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do with myself? Usually, I come home and I lean on somebody. Either my baby's mom, my sister. I would go to their house and lean on them. And not have to pay bills, and not have to do nothing. And the choice that I made this time was, I'm going to a recovery house. I'm going to do this on my own. So I went into a recovery house. And in that recovery house, there was a lot of structure. And I didn't have a problem with authority. Because I was in and out of jail, so I learned how to just deal with authority. So the person that owned this recovery house seen something in me, man. And at first, I thought he was blowing smoke in my eyes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really did. Hey, man, I see something in you. I said, man, all right. So he gave me the opportunity to work there, be a resident nighttime manager. And he told me, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. I said, oh, that goes against all my morals. I'm not telling nobody. That's not what I do. So I had to change my way of thinking. Because again, I was addicted to that lifestyle. No, you don't snitch, you don't tell, you don't do none of that. So I started noticing, and I started not changing my morals and values, but going back to my morals and values that my mother and my father instilled in me when I was young. I just threw them away. I never stood on them. So I started dealing with that. And it was there that I said, yeah, I got to make something of myself in my life. I was 47 years old. I haven't popped the piston or a window to throw it out. but yet I wanted something in life. So it wasn't until he asked me to be the night manager, then he asked me to be an office clerk. I started messing with computers. I said, wow. He started teaching me. And then one day I asked him, I said, yo man, why aren't you helping me? What do you want out of it? And he said, listen man, I told you, when I first seen you, there was something about you. And I'm saying to myself, maybe he ain't no smoking mind. Maybe he does believe in me. But nobody believed in me, but my mother did. My mother always told me, one day, I know before I die, I'll see you working somewhere in a suit and tie. Wow. And I said to her, I wore suit and tie all through school. I don't want to wear no more suit and tie. You know what I mean? I was done with that. So, my mom kept on telling me that. So, and then the thing about it is, so at this recovery house, they taught me a lot of things. And he offered me a chance to become a certified peer specialist. And he said, if they don't pay for it, I'll pay for it for you. And I said, here we go, there goes the catch. I gotta owe this guy some money. So I did, and I got a scholarship through DBHIDS. And I became a certified peer specialist. And that changed my whole life. I got offered many job opportunities, and I took the job opportunity that I thought was the best. And I thank God I did. It was working at community behavioral health. It was there that I grew, and they used my strengths, and I really listened. I asked a lot of questions. And I took every opportunity that they gave me. It was later then that I met someone in the system, and he offered me a position to be his assistant. And that was a big move. I clashed with him all the time. We bumped heads. But in bumping heads with him, I learned. And he gave me the opportunity to grow. I had a chance to be on TV, tell my story, and I said, man, I'm getting paid to tell my story. This is crazy. And I started wearing a suit and tie. and I liked wearing a suit and tie, so I started buying more suits. So in saying that, you know, I work for DBHIDS. Today I'm a father. Yes. Today I'm a son. I'm a brother. Today my son turned 30 years old. Yes. And I was able to talk to him today. And when I talk to him, he's struggling, but I'm here for him. And he knows he can pick up the phone any day and say, Dad, I'm struggling. And I can say, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here. So all I keep on telling you is what Roland said. The struggle continues, but victory is certain. That's right. Thank you.